Whether you're here because you want to unlock your psychic abilities or want to tap into the abilities you had as a kid or simply want to strengthen the abilities you already have, I'm going to cover on this video exactly what you must do in order to unlock, manage, and further strengthen your psychic abilities. Everybody's born with spiritual abilities, including you. Some people are just born more aware of them than others. And those people are what you call mediums, psychic, fortune tellers, shamans, etc. And I'm sure you've heard of or read about those Buddhas that are able to levitate and move things with their minds. Well, that is also spiritual abilities. And these magical abilities are something that everybody can tap into, but of course, with very intense practice. But since I don't know how to do those things myself and I'm only using them as like an example of what the human mind can do, we will cover what you can do right now in order to unlock and strengthen psychic abilities such as seeing the future, telling fortune, being able to read energy, see spirits, astral traveling, and much more. So number one is to decalcify your pineal gland. If you didn't know, your pineal gland is what is associated with your third eye, and the third eye is what actually gets us to tap into these psychic abilities, because without your third eye you're not able to actually perceive the spiritual realm. And so physically, the third eye is actually the pineal gland that is in your brain, and this pineal gland can be calcified, basically covered, and kind of lose its ability to see beyond through chemicals such as fluoride or certain foods that lower vibration. There's so many things that calcify your pineal gland, but there's many things that you can also do to decalcify it. So the first thing that I would recommend that you do is just stop taking fluoride. You can find fluoride in our toothpaste, you can find fluoride in our water, you can find fluoride in a lot of the foods like that we eat, just like salt. And being very conscious with your fluoride intake is going to help you decalcify your pineal gland, since that's one of the main things that actually calcifies it and gets it to lose the ability to see beyond, right? And to strengthen it, because the more calcified it gets, like your pineal gland is going to start shrinking, it's going to start losing like its ability to tap into that. So this is why you need to be very conscious of what you intake and what you're around, because a lot of the things that we're given in this new age are very harmful for our pineal gland, and it's purposely done that way. Now, another thing that you can do is eat foods that are going to help you raise your vibration, put your energy up here, right? So it helps you actually activate your third eye and decalcify your third eye. So for example, eating organic, eating real food, eating vegetables, fruits, things that are high vibrational, things that don't take, because I'm not a vegan or anything like that. I actually know a lot of cultures, in fact, eat meat. But when it comes to meat, you need to be very careful where you source it out from, because a lot of the meat that we have nowadays was literally the cow or the animals was terribly traumatized right before you eat it, right? It was literally traumatized. It was slaughtered in very horrible ways. So if you eat meat, just be very conscious of where you actually source your meat from. And of course, dairy as well. Dairy is something that tends to put your energy down here, unless it's actual raw milk and dairy, which you can't really find anywhere, because a lot of these things have a lot of chemicals added on them. So this is why you also see a bunch of spiritual people eating very simple, eating very light, eating very organic, right? I'm not telling you, once again, to just go raw vegan, but there is a reason why a lot of these Buddhists, a lot of Hindus, a lot of highly spiritual people are actually on raw diets, because all of these diets are very clean and are very helpful to your gut, because your gut is like your second brain basically, and your gut is also a very big contributor to what your third eye is able to perceive. So make sure to also take care of your gut health. It's really important. This is why it's also important to eat very clean. But there are low vibrational foods and high vibrational foods, so just be very aware of that. Foods are very helpful for decalcifying your pineal gland and reaching a higher level of frequency. The second thing I recommend you to do is the sun gaze. Sun gazing actually activates, stimulates, and further expands your pineal gland, which is awesome. A lot of people have also reported that when they sun gaze, they're able to stop eating so much. They only need like one meal a day, and they're completely energetic, they feel awesome, and their body is functioning perfectly fine. This is also why you can see a lot of Buddhists and a lot of people who are highly enlightened not eat so much. Sun gazing is honestly a very amazing way to stimulate your third eye, but you must do it in the safe hours, of course, because staring directly into the sun can literally hurt your eyes if you don't do it at the right time. 5 in the morning between sunrise and 25 minutes or 30 minutes after, and then at the end of your day, 30 minutes prior to the sun going down. So those are the times that you guys should be doing it. Any other time can really hurt your eyes, so be very careful. The third thing is awareness. And going back to what I said in the beginning, all people are spiritually gifted. Is really just their awareness, whether they're gifted or not, that gives them the gifts. So when it comes to awareness, it's awareness what's going to help you unlock and further strengthen your abilities. So one exercise I always recommend you to do is to drop back into your body. So let's do this together right now. If you focus on the tip of your finger, you're going to start feeling a tingling sensation. You can pause this video and actually really try to focus all of your energy to the tip of your finger. Now, once you have done that, you can drag that awareness and that focus to your entire hand, right? And you'll start feeling your entire hand kind of have like a heavy tingle, light sensation. And then once you do that, you can take it up to your entire arm and to your chest and then to your entire body. And you can actually become aware of all of your body at once. Literally just sit there and meditate, actually focus on what your body is feeling, all the sensations that you're feeling right now, what emotions are going through your body, what feelings you're feeling, what sensations are you feeling throughout your body. Now, you may think that you can become only aware in your body, but you can actually also become aware of your surroundings. So one exercise I really like to do, aside from the one I just taught you, which obviously you wouldn't want to do it for that small time span, you actually want to sit here and meditate on this sensation, on that dropping back into your body. Now, once you have achieved that and you can drop back into your body whenever you want, which is something that you can do, because right now I can focus and put all of my awareness in my hand. I can put all of my awareness on my toes. I can do it anytime I want to ground myself. Now, another thing that we want to actually focus on is what are you actually gifted in, right? If you stare right now at this red dot and do the exercise I just taught you, you actually start becoming aware of your body and only put your focus on your eyes, right? Only your eyes, your vision, you put it on the red dot. But you want to notice, what is your peripheral vision actually experiencing? When you're staring at this red dot, we really want to notice, where are you intaking the spiritual realm? Because some people are open to the spiritual realm when it comes to vision. Some people are open to the spiritual realm when it comes to hearing. Some people are open to the spiritual realm when it comes to feeling or smelling, right? There's so many different ways that we can become receptive to the spiritual realm. So when you're staring into this red dot and you're aware of your body and you're kind of breathing into the present moment, you're actually becoming aware of the present moment and seeing what is going on. Like, do you see orbs of energy flying around? Do you start seeing energy just moving around slightly? What color is coming up, right? Maybe your peripheral vision starts to change colors. What feelings are you feeling throughout your body? What sensations do you feel? Do you feel things moving around? What do you see in your mind's eye? What do you hear? Do you hear frequencies? Do you hear changes of vibration around you? So all of these things you want to take into consideration. Definitely pause the video with this red dot and actually do this exercise. Like, really just put your vision on the red dot and become aware of the present moment. Breathe into the experience and notice the things I just asked you to notice. So this would be awareness, right? And when you become aware of your spiritual gifts and you can start seeing, oh, okay, I can hear these frequencies. If you start becoming more aware of the frequency, you focus all of your energy on these frequencies, you will start hearing them louder, or you will start seeing different changes, and these abilities will become stronger. So this is why awareness is so important, because the more you become aware of something, the more it grows. The fourth thing I want you to do is meditation. And meditation is the most important thing you can do to strengthen your psychic abilities and unlock them, for the same reason I just taught you, right? Because awareness, of course. And this is why meditation is so important, because through meditation, you can actually achieve a level of awareness that is going to help you tap into psychic abilities. Because what meditation does is it puts you on the theta frequency, which is where you can tap into the present moment. It's in the present moment where you actually can get downloads from the universe and unlock your psychic abilities or tap into them. So this is why meditation is so important, and like getting the better at it is, and actually taking it serious and doing it as a daily practice is so important for your spiritual abilities. Because what meditation is going to help you do is stop I would say, because it doesn't completely quiet your thoughts, because that's not the goal. What you want to do is have control and awareness over things. You want to understand that you are not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're not these energies that you feel, you're not like your experiences, you are just the awareness experiencing them. And this is why meditation is so important, because through meditation you can actually learn how to tap into that awareness, that neutralization point, where you can observe, and you can you can observe your experiences and then from there interpret them. This is why awareness is so important, because when you're observing, when you're really observing and you're involved in the experience, because awareness is not disassociation. Awareness is actually experiencing what you're experiencing and being able to observe it as well, right? You're not completely disconnected from the experience as well, like you would be if you disassociate. This is why meditation is important, because you can tap into awareness much easier. And not only does meditation help out with awareness, but you can actually learn how to send energy, because we can actually manipulate the energy throughout our body and around us. It's one thing that we can do as humans. Meditation is something that helps you actually become aware of the fact that you can do that, and then from there you can start to actually strengthen your abilities, which is super cool. So if you still don't meditate and you struggle to meditate, one of the best tips I can give you is set a timer. Because one thing that I struggled with meditation is when I didn't really have a timer, I was like, oh, am I finished yet? I've been here too long. Like, we kind of lose the notion of the time. You definitely want to set a timer, because a timer is going to let you know exactly when you need to stop meditating. So you don't need to worry about that. If your mind just goes off to some other thought, you just bring it back. All you have to do for those duration of 20 to 30 minutes is bring your mind back. Whenever you feel like your thoughts are like going, somewhere else, bring your awareness back to the present moment, right? That's all you have to do during those 20 minutes. You can even do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Just start to eventually add more time as well. When you're meditating, all you literally have to do is focus on your breath, focus on that dropping back into your body, which I taught you. Focus on becoming aware of your body and becoming aware of the sensations around you, and actually meditate on that, right? Until the timer goes off, all you need to do is put your awareness back in the present moment. And whenever you feel like your mind goes off into other thoughts, become aware of that and bring it back. That's all you have to do. The more you do that, the more you control your body, the more you control your mind. And that is really what the goal of meditation is. It's not to stop thinking, it's to actually become aware that you're not the thinker in the first place. And the more you become aware, the less you think throughout time. But it does take time. It's not something that we're gonna learn how to do from one day to the next. It does not work like that. If you're gonna meditate, you need to stay committed to it. People don't actually even start to feel the effects of meditation up until like a year later, because meditation is truly something that we're not taught how to do as human beings. We're always on the phone, we're always intaking dopamine, right? We have like dopamine rushes and things like that, and so our mind is not used to being quiet. Our mind is not programmed to be like that. So this is why it's gonna take time. So don't give up on meditation. Meditation is essential for all of us. It's essential. You really cannot do it without meditation. And to be honest, the more you meditate, you don't need to meditate like every single day, but you at least need to have like some sort of commitment to it. So the point of this is don't give up and keep meditating. Your pineal gland and these psychic abilities are just like a muscle that you need to actually strengthen, right? Because if you go to the gym right now and you see this buff man and he's lifting like 200-pound weights, and then you go up to this buff man and you're like, I'm gonna lift this too. You try to lift that, you're gonna break your back. So don't do that, right? Don't compare yourself to somebody's chapter 100. If you see people meditating and really tapping into the psychic abilities, they were in your shoes one day. It's just that they took the practice and, time into actually strengthening that muscle, which is your pineal gland, and strengthening their psychic abilities. So don't give up. It's really just practice at the end of the day, and it does take time. So don't be impatient either. With everything I explained in the video, you now have the tools and practices in order to activate and strengthen your psychic abilities. Whether you want to use these psychic abilities for yourself, for your friends and families, to help others, is up to you, but now you have the tools. I always had a big connection to the spiritual realm, even when I didn't know what it was. And when I was younger, I had a lot of mental disturbances, energetic up and downs, and honestly, when I figured out it was psychic abilities, I became more aware of it. Like the second I was like, oh, these might be psychic abilities, they actually became more powerful. But with my spiritual awakening, once again, they did become more powerful. So I really had no choice but to learn how to manage them and keep strengthening them so I'm able to use them, because otherwise I would have lost my mind. And with all that knowledge, all of this, these people I went to, psychics, shamans, and in general, my spiritual journey, I've been able to come up with everything I taught you in this video, which is what I used in order to strengthen my abilities, manage them, and also actually use them for a living, which is what I do to help people. And in that process of strengthening these abilities, I actually discovered the tools and different practices, which is what I presented to you today. So this is honestly super important. I feel like everything I taught you on this video, awareness especially, is like the most important part, because without awareness, awareness is literally like the foundation of spiritual practices, whether it's doing shadow work, whether it's doing meditation, whether it's strengthening your abilities, whatever it is, you need awareness for it. And awareness is really what's going to help you strengthen your connection to the spiritual realm at the end of the day. Not only have I seen what I taught you in this video work for myself, but I've also seen it with my clients and a lot of other spiritual practitioners that I've been able to meet. And this works like a charm, honestly, and learning how to unlock, manage, and further strengthen abilities, especially for those who already have abilities and they don't know how to control them. After watching this video, let me know what you think your psychic abilities are. If you found this video helpful, make sure to show that by liking it, and if you want to tap into your highest spiritual potential, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.